Hello, hello world, my name is Zia, cyborg from the future, living and gaming in the 21st century. And today we are back again with Final Fantasy XVI. Gonna continue where we left off. We stopped whenever we were trying to sneak in, or not necessarily sneak in, but like go up here to ensure this way. But there was a lot of people up there, and we decided that we wouldn't be able to convince them like we'd want to, so now we're going to sneak in through some tunnels that some nobles built so they had a way to get in and avoid the main traffic at the same time. So, yeah, that's where we are. Wait. Dude, you better not start getting... Literally, I can't stand the internet here sometimes. A lot of the times it's good, sometimes it's not. It's always going to be whenever I'm trying to stream. And I don't even understand, because this time in the morning should not be... Like, there shouldn't be any...
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Can you jump up here? No? Okay. Can't go in there? Okay.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Looks like we have no choice but to fight them.
Or not.
Alright, let's go. Dude, I am telling you to change the thing. It's like, enemies bested.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Wait.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is.
Yay, it is Wade!
Oh, wait.
That's so cool.
We can speak inside.
I was so sure Wade died. Oh, that makes me so happy.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her.
Well, she's an evil
Her hatred
bitch.
for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
Is he gonna be a
So
party
wait.
member?
Let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I loved Wade way back then.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Okay.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
Dude, you guys need to get some more.
It has been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
We shall. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. I know, I think Jill stayed behind at the hideaway one time.
We'll keep them. May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Well, we're going to take care of Wade.
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways. How was the Black Shield? The bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Okay, but that dog is Torgal and that man is Clive Rosfield. You cannot beat Clive Rosfield.
Your petty
I like it when he shouts and he always sounds so angry.
On these our swords we
He's
swear.
got such a good mean shout.
Get him!
Dude.
Over here!
Oh, you cast her.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Over here!
More dragons.
More dragons, of course.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
I think the Empire is the one that's in the orbit. Well, I mean, it's just it's the Empire. I'm so glad I dodged that one. Now he got him. I mean, he should be down. Or not. Enemy is slain. Wow.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place.
Yep. That's the way.
Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Quest complete.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
That's so sweet.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
I love baby Clive.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. It's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
I didn't like her to begin with.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. Besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say
Jill.
no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first?
He's so
Rutherford,
excited.
fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Oh, is he gonna go with us? I love for Uncle Rosfield to go with us.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
I hope she doesn't. I like Jill. If they kill her, I'm gonna be furious. Alright, well, we can only go to where we need to go now, so back to the hideaway it is. Here be monsters.
Only the founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess. I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old Tones. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
How can I refuse?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
There's a plus side quest over here.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear
There are new
about these
billets
guardians
being
of the flame?
posted every day.
May they
But
never
not
heard
enough.
about.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Yet normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
If you think it will help.
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
What's the matter, Nectar?
Well, the matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board? It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
I knew that already. And that's why I need your help, as I need to remind you, Koopa, the mightiest of all the Moogles. No fiend of the forest or gold of the greens. I will not allow it.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing on top of everything else. So if the Curse-breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, we need to go to the smithy.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Oh boy.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already.
Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Do I have to go check the hunt board? Yes.
Typical nobles.
Ask about griffin sightings. Did I hear you say you're hoping to hunt down a griffin? Then I do have a billet for you. An especially horrible one the looker's called Dasmare. Dasmare. Okay. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted on the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes such as Clive will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. Yeah, we tried to fight that one and he one-shot us. The Angel of Death. Ooh. I wonder what is that currency? That reward 20. What? I don't know what kind of points those are. Dasmare. Belphegor. Well, we're gonna take the Dasmare one. Oh, we don't just take it. We just look at it, okay. If I was going after something, I'd rip it off so nobody else would go after it. Hi, Vivian.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal.
Hmm.
But thank you all the same.
Don't care about revenge.
Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
I did use the hunt board to locate the griffin. Look, that rank sea monster destroyed me last time in one hit. I almost had him, and then he hit me with a really bad move.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of...
Oi. Okay, there's Jill. I gotta figure out how to get to Clyde's room, because I want to see if he has any more mail before we take off. I think Clyde's room is this one.
Headlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Do we have new things on this wall? Oh yeah, the apples. We do have new mail. We have a lot of new mail. An apple a day. It says, a lad from the yard ran up a basket of Martell's apples just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Sids sipping on these. What for their foul bite. But for him, it never were about the flavor, but about what they represented, our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. Hi. My Lord Marquess, I ask once again you forgive my men for your welcome back at Lazarus. But certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and I am proud to stand alongside you once again. The Dalmecs and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like some curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they'd both realize what a sinking pile of chocobo shit they're stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised. Alright, well. And then let's go talk to Jill. And see if she's ready. Hello.
One way or another.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him.
I hope you do.
It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Mm-hmm. I bet he's already proud of you, too. Just for doing what you do. Ow. No, the Griffin was in Cairn Orvent. I don't remember where that is, honestly. I wish it would put the plus over it. Right there. I don't think we're gonna go after the Griffin, though. I think we're gonna continue the story for now. Hi, ALMAO. I didn't see your message when it came in.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
she is. The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Drake's breath.
Did Uncle Rosfield come with us or no? Where's Torgal? There you are.
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
Fire and ice.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to
Can
belong
I
to
pet you?
Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
Shush, stop
As
talking.
was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
Then let me pet my dog. Can I still not pet my dog? Fine. What about now? Why can I not interact with my puppers? Whatever, let's move. I'm so scared to go across those things.
They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
This one.
I mean, that's fine. We'll just destroy them. I don't care.
Nice try.
Get him! Go, Tor! Get him!
Oh, we got them all. We got them all.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Oh, you say that.
Get him! It's over!
Ooh. I'm fighting a Akashic Minotaur. Like, get off the menu.
Get him!
Nice try.
Oh,
Go, Tor!
Dude, why do you keep getting stuck on that menu? You're irritating me. Seriously?
The old arboretum is just up there. We'll enter the caves from there.
I am pushing R2. Oh wait, this is where we just came from.
Look at this place. What a mess.
If you see so, I didn't see it before. Why did I know? Why did I know that they were gonna have us have to fight a Marlboro?
Just like old times.
Ooh.
Be sure to keep clear of his moor.
Oh, it's Marble.
That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
He's going down.
This one.
Akashic Marble slain.
Press on.
Yes. It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat. Though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Well, I mean, you haven't been here in 5 years, so...
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
This one.
Dude, stop slicing the wall.
Get him. Over here. This one.
Oh, there's so many stars.
This one.
Okay. Level up.
Slow. Get him. Over here.
Let's try.
Let's try.
And keep moving.
Over here.
Did I just make myself back to where I was? I'm not trying to open that. I'm trying to open the map. I literally just... Okay, fine. You can't open the map.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
I think we'll be okay. Maybe. Well, go.
This is going to be close. Come on!
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not. They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Get him!
I mean, she speak the truth.
This one.
Just take out all the enemies.
Over here!
Well, we aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path. Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Over here! Attack! Over here! Get him! This one! Over here!
I'm not sure it's smart to fight fire monsters with fire, but...
This one! Get him!
Did I even kill you? Gee.
but they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
Slow. This one. Nice try.
Staggered.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
It's mad because we have him going down.
Let's try.
Get him.
Let's see. Done.
You heard.
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Well, I mean, you can have the rest of the water. I don't care. Finish it if you want to. I know she's not talking about water. Okay, so
We'll
that
enter the
is-
Conric by the handmaidens' living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Oh, really? Okay. So that is going to be. Hello, I pushed pause. Thank you. That's gonna be it for this stream because I gotta get ready for work. It is Friday, so tomorrow's stream will probably be a little bit longer. Who knows? But today's stream has to end now. Unfortunately, I like this game so much. Anywho, thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you have a wonderful day. And of course, as always, I hope to see you in the future. With that, this was XEA. I'm out. Bye bye.